All right, hello everyone. Well, it's an update video, so let's get to an update. I am back here in America. I'm actually back in Maryland, right outside of DC at the moment, in Prince George's County. And for those who had the privilege of knowing me my more formidable years, this is the old blue room, my old room from high school. I am back in the hometown at the moment. And there you go. So what happened? Well, on November 7th, I went in for the surgery, the cytoreductive surgery, and it was a success as they were able to remove all the visible tumors they found. So what happened was there was a left parietal peritonomy, a right parietal peritonomy, a total and omenectomy, a left diaphragmatic peritonomy, a splenectomy, a right ureterolysis, a right diaphragmatic peritonomy, a resection capsule segment 6, 7, and 8 of the liver, a colosectomy, a portal dissection, a lesser omenectomy, resection of capsule segment 1 liver, resection of capsule segment 4 liver, and resection of capsule segment 2 liver, resection of pelvic tumor, and resection rectosigmoid. So there you go. If you're a doctor, great. You know what that means. You're not like me. Yeah. So pretty much layman terms, I lost my spleen. I lost my gallbladder. I lost the belly button and a couple portions of the peritoneal wall, which is like the fat cells and just some of the backing of the muscle fibers, everything on the inside of your gut, inside of your belly. They had to cut pieces and resect my diaphragm in 2 different places. They had to take part of my scrotum out and put that back together. They took out about 20 centimeters of my small bowel, as well as doing another colon resection. Another piece of my colon got taken out. And then they did 3 scrapes of my liver. And there you go. That's in a nutshell. But all that got done actually rather quickly, as amazing as that might sound, as the surgery was only 8 hours and 22 minutes long, which still a bit long, but yeah, not the worst case scenario as these things somehow turn out to be. But since they were able to remove all the visible tumors, they went ahead with the procedure to do the HIPEC, which I have mentioned before quite a few times. The HIPEC is the heated intraperitoneal chemotherapy treatment, and they wash it through your guts and they wash it in everything to try to kill all the little small molecules left of the cancer, specifically the mucus cancer. So they did that after the surgery. Well, actually, after they got everything out, they sewed me back. So they clamped me back closed. Plug the tubes into my sides and pumped the chemo through for 90 minutes, and then there you go. Yeah, the rehab for this has not been fun all the time. Case in point, just a couple seconds ago, you probably saw me squirming because my belly was turning, and it does that a lot. It's very unexpectedly. Pretty much anytime I move, pretty much anytime I walk around for more than a couple seconds, things start to move around, and it's just the way of the world at the moment. But we'll get to all that in a second. For now, after the surgery, they took all the samples and had them sent to the lab for pathology reports and all that good stuff, just to see if it had spread outside of the cavity and stuff like that. The main findings were that in terms of leaving my abdominal cavity, I guess, the peritoneal region, there's no evidence that it has. The lymph nodes do not show that they have left the cavity. There's no evidence they've gotten into my lungs or into my circulatory system or into my heart or anywhere else that they could possibly get to. So for now, that's a good sign, and we're going to hope that stays true. And then during the pathology report, they came back as 4 different types of the cancer, which is inside, and it's not that rare. I mean, this kind of cancer is a rare cancer, and many people have different versions of the same cancer sounds confusing, like in their body at the same time. You know, for example, I have invasive mucinous adenocarcinoma, and then I have mucinous adenocarcinoma, which again, kind of same thing, but one's invasive, one's more aggressive. They are cellularly different tumors, one of course being invasive, which is not good. And then I have well-differentiated mucinous adenocarcinoma, again, a little bit different version of it. I also have extramural tumor nodules. And the problem with all this means is that basically, initially, I just had a really nice basic mucus tumor from the appendix cancer, you know, really low grade, not aggressive, just kind of hanging out. But it was given so much time, no one knew it was there, that it was able to not just spread, but it evolved, it mutated, and it is turned into stronger, more aggressive versions of itself, and also turned into what you would consider actual, like, more traditional cancer, where it's not just the mucus, it's actually, you know, hard tumor cells like you would find in lung cancer or, you know, any muscular cancer. And because of that, I will have to start doing it's specific chemo drugs for this specific kind of cancer, but I'll have to start chemotherapy starting this week. Tomorrow, on Monday, January 28th, I will go back to the hospital. Luckily, I'm going to the same hospital I had the main surgery at, so they know me there. One of my surgeons, like his counterpart, he's actually going to do the surgery tomorrow for me. They're actually going to put a port into my chest, which will be pretty much just, it's the best thing they said was, imagine a little bottle cap on your chest that you can take and pop off. There's going to be a little, not a hole, but a port here with a needle and a whole apparatus going into the vein that goes into my heart. And then I'll be on a chemo treatment that's called FOLFOX, 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 which is of course abbreviation for a whole bunch of junk that I don't fully understand, but beside the point. And the FOLFOX treatments I will be doing with a 48-hour pump. Every Tuesday, I will go into the hospital. They will jack in a pump, and they will start me on a pump, and I will carry around this pump for 40 hours. And every hour, it'll pump the chemo into my system for 40 hours. And then on Thursday, a company will come to wherever I'm at, my house, take it out, take the pump away, and then I'll go back in 2 weeks again on a Tuesday and do it all over again. So 40 hours of chemo once every 2 weeks for 6 months is the next course of action. Again, the hope is for that to kill off all the more aggressive cancer cells that may or might not be there, and to stop anything from growing back, and just to hopefully remain cancer-free. So the side effects of this chemo is nausea, a lot of loss of energy, loss of appetite, and a lot of the normal, you know, chemo things, you know, some hair loss, you know, don't operate heavy machinery, all the regular laundry list of side effects. But the weirdest one that I didn't know, I've never heard, but I don't know, is cold aversion. I guess this chemo treatment, I can't drink anything cold. I can't touch anything cold because it's going to hurt. Just sounds kind of weird. Like the oncologist told me I needed to get, but I should get like a magnet with one of those hooks on it for my fridge, and to hang gloves on my fridge. And anytime I open the fridge, put the gloves on to get anything out of the fridge. Like if I want to microwave something, if I want to cook something that's in the fridge, I need to have gloves on just to get it out of the fridge. So there you go. So it is going to be fun. Yeah, I'm going to be drinking a lot of tea, I guess, for a couple months. But anyway, so that's the next step. Besides the chemo, I'm still on a couple of medications here and there for just random things. And then I have to do some scans for the next 5 years, quite a few. Next 2 years, I think it's once every 3 to 4 months, and then after 2 years, it'll be once every 6 months, and after 5 years, maybe once every 1 year. But that's a long way away. So cross the road when we get there. For now, they're just doing scans when they can, just trying to make sure it doesn't come back, and if it does, try to catch it as soon as possible so we can deal with it, keep it from spreading. Yeah, that's it for what's happened in terms of surgery and what's going to happen in terms of treatment. How am I doing personally? I'm doing okay. I told a lot of people it's a little bit abnormal recovery. Like most things, you get hurt, you get sick, you get better, and it's kind of a straight line. You get stronger every day, you get better every day. This is not always the case with this situation. Some days you feel kind of nice, and then literally not even the next day, just 5 hours later, something happens and you crash, and you get knocked back a couple steps. But overall, looking at things in the broad view, I'm definitely getting stronger. My crashes are less often. They're not as dramatic. I can get back up and moving much quicker. A lot of my energy is coming back. Yeah, so it's still, I think I posted on Facebook a couple of days ago. I was at the gym. I tried to do a box jump, and that was dramatic occurrence, as I discovered I literally can't jump from just my muscles, and my core muscles just physically can't really function yet. So I can't jump. I mean, I can hop. I can do like a hop, like one leg thing, because that's just your quads and whatever. But like doing like a 2-footed jump, yeah, no, that's not happening anytime soon, probably. But it'll get there eventually. I know. On a total side note, man, any woman who's going through pregnancy, man, and who somehow got back to the gym in the first couple months after having their kids, dude, crazy respect, man. I don't know how you do it. It's insane. I try to sit down on the weights. I was trying to do all I've been doing really is just the machines with like the 1 brick or no bricks. It's just more for the motion than actual for the weight. But the other day I got like a 20-pound barbells, which isn't much for me. And I just try to just gonna do some bench on them. But when I sat down on the bench and I was okay. But then when I leaned back, oh my God, I got this scar. I don't know. This is a bad idea. Like, I guess, I've laid down plenty of times since the surgery, but, having the knee bent, if your leg's on the floor because of the bench, that extra, whatever extra couple inches of pull or torque that created in my body was not good. That really, really hurt. So yeah, again, just mad props. Anyone got through their C-section scar and just their whole, yeah, dude, that's insane. Mad respect for you. But anyway, so yeah, I'm getting there. Crashes aren't that hard. Oh, eating is an adventure. Yes, it is. New sauces, new spices, new seasonings, anything like that chemo treatment, man, it's like it hit the reset button on my whole digestive tract. Like I literally, it's like baby food, man. Like that's like anything I eat that's new for the first time. Doesn't have to be spicy. It doesn't have to be like cayenne or curry. It could be anything. It could just be applesauce. Anytime I eat something for the first time and it's the first time going through the system, it flushes things out. It's going to give me gas. It's just, yeah, it's an adventure, man, and yeah. So it's one of the reasons, like, I know quite a few people have offered to have me, invited me to their house, and, and I appreciate it. And I've left house a couple of times. I've been out to eat a couple of times. I've had to go to the drugstore to get, my prescriptions. And I leave the house actually a lot to go for walks, but, it's a little bit, it's kind of embarrassing, man, because like if I eat anything, it's an adventure, and it's kind of, and when I'm here, I can kind of control it a little bit. And then, I have access to bathroom pitch nonstop. So, you know, it's just getting there. You're getting there. Hopefully soon I'll start making some house calls. Anyway, other than that, like, you know, I really miss my family. You know, I'm really glad. I'm really, really grateful for everyone who's sent me letters. I got a couple care boxes, the flowers that were sent to me in the hospital, the people that have took the time to swing by my house or to call me on the phone. I really appreciate all of that. And I'm really thankful because that is, you have no idea how much those brighten the moments of my days and how much that's helped with my recuperation, my recovery. But I miss, I mean, come on, if you've watched any of these videos, you know how I feel about my daughter, and I miss her immensely. I miss my wife immensely, and I'm hoping very soon we'll be back together, and we should be. The plan for now is for me to go there in March, as long as I have to double check how the port's placed and make sure I can take it on a, you know, it should be okay, but you know, I just got to ask the doctor it's going to be okay if I'm going to be above the clouds for a 12-hour flight to Japan, and it's not going to cause any ill effects. And we got work out of timing with the whole chemo treatment so I can go. But the plan for now is that I will go to Japan in March, over the first half of March, go there, get my daughter, my wife, spend about a week in Japan, hopefully say some goodbyes, and then come back to America and start our new chapter, our new adventures here in Maryland and in America. And there you go. So hopefully that'll happen pretty soon. And that's about it. All right, guys. Again, thank you, everyone, just for helping me get through. And hopefully I'll start doing some more of this soon. Again, I'm getting color back in my cheeks. You know, I did my hair for the first time in since the operation, so I need a haircut, of course. But you know, I'm getting a little back to normal, so hopefully I'll get on here a couple more times. And especially once my daughter gets here, I'm gonna try to put quite a few more things on here with her, for her, and get that ball rolling. Because at the end of the day, again, you know, it's not over yet. You know, the scary thing is all the numbers I put up on the first couple of videos of my survival rate, I'm still in that bracket, man. You know, it's, you don't want to think about it much. You don't want to dwell on it. But, you know, those numbers that I gave you, those included people just like me who had the operation, who had a successful operation, who had the HIPEC, you know, who had the post-operation chemo. They're all still included in that. And it's still a bad number. So, don't give up on the good vibes just yet. I'm still going to need them. And yeah, there you go, guys. Thank you. Love you. Talk to you then.